What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Ellis, and today I'm going to tell y'all about how I almost got a month of ISS because somebody lied on my name, YouTube. Before I get into that, be sure to subscribe if you're new so you'll never miss another crazy story, and like and comment. Comment something like, comment ISS. It'll help me get recommended, it'll help your boy, take some steps up in life. Just send a couple comments, please. Leave a like on the video, of course, and then share this video with every single person that you possibly can. And if you do all of that, then you are just a really cool dude. No cap. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. You know. But if you don't do any of them, you're kind of a lame. I mean, hey, like I said, I don't make the rules. I just follow them. All right, bet. Now, without further ado, let's get into the story. So how this story starts off is, it's just me and the homies, me and the boys. We're just in gym class and we're playing kickball. And that day, I was hanging out with my friends because, who wouldn't be hanging out with their friends while playing kickball in the gym? That's just kind of self-explanatory. And so, we was straight chilling and stuff. We was cooling. And it's, how a group of middle school boys, they'll just get into a random conversation and stuff. And sometimes, you might start talking about fights. I mean, come on now. If you tell me if you was a kid in middle school and you ain't never just had a random conversation with your homeboys about a fight, about y'all getting into a fight and jumping somebody, or y'all getting jumped or something like that, y'all can't say y'all didn't have no type of hypotheticals about that. And so, this day right here, we was having a hypothetical about that. And I was like, man, listen. If anybody in this school came up and tried to fight all of us all at once, they would lose for sure. Cause we jumping them, right? And everybody started laughing, right? And they was all like, I don't really know you two. They was just dying. It was like true. They was just agreeing with me and stuff. And I'm guessing that there was somebody that was eavesdropping into our conversation. And listen, never eavesdrop into somebody's conversation and only hear a part of it and then start making assumptions, okay? It's not okay. It's very annoying and it gets people in trouble. Don't do that. And so, yeah, somebody was eavesdropping on our conversations and they heard me say, well, jump them. And so, you know what they did? They went straight to the principal, bro. They went straight to the principal. And for the sake of the story, we'll call him Mr. H. Right? And me and Mr. H, we didn't like each other. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all that right now. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a backstory. I used to get into a lot of fights. I used to do a lot of stuff. I was bad. He didn't like me. I didn't like him. But you know what? I was a student. He was a principal. We had to get along at some points. But we didn't like each other. We had beef. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm pretty sure that if he had the chance to throw me in ISS, he would have left me in there the entire school year. No cap. Now that y'all have that little background information, be sure to remember that it's very important. Let's get back to the point of the story here. So she goes to the principal, and she tells the principal, well, this kid, Ellis, he's trying to have some other kid jumped, right? And so, that wasn't true at all. She just started, I don't know if it was a girl or a boy. I just remember the principal saying something about it being a girl. I think I do. I'm not 100%, but I really do think I do. And so she went to the principal. She snitched on me for something that wasn't even true. She had no idea about. And of course, school's not going to take that lightly. And so, that whole day, bro, that entire day, I went on about my life. I didn't have nobody jumped. I didn't fight nobody. I was really cool in that day. That day was fun. But the next day comes up, YouTube. I'm in my first period class, boom, immediately get called down to the office. And that kind of nervousness, when you're getting called down to the office, so you start just thinking about every single bad thing you've done within that week, trying to figure out what you could have possibly gotten caught for. That entire walk down to the office, YouTube, that's exactly what was on my brain. What did I do? And so much stuff was just going through my brain, bro. I was like, it could have been this, could have been that. Nah, it couldn't have been that, but it could have been this. And man, it was just like that for the entire walk over down to the office. So I get to the office, I head to the front desk, I say, hey, I was called down here by Mr. H So she tells me to head back to his office. So I went back to his office. You know, he's in there, so I sit down. And he, like, closes the door. He comes back, he sits down, he's like, okay, did anything happen yesterday in gym class? I start thinking, right? I'm thinking to myself, nah, ain't nothing happened in gym class that I'm aware of. So I tell him, I'm like, nah, gym class was cool. I was cool in gym class. We just played kickball, we had fun. And he goes, okay, so YouTube, I completely forgot about the conversation that we had because it was just a dumb conversation. It was just a one-day conversation, nothing that was really important to remember. It was just a fact that was already known. So, I forgot that we had that conversation. So, I was real shook and surprised when he started talking about well, we got a report that you were trying to have somebody jumped. And, man, YouTube, once again, I forgot about the conversation. So, the fact that he was talking about me having somebody jumped kind of made me mad. And I was thinking to myself, nah, I ain't do that. So I told him, nah, man, I would never try to have anybody jump. That's weak. If I got a problem with anybody, I'm always handle that on my own. And you know that, right? And Mr. H, once again, he didn't like me. So he was just like, well, you see, I want to believe you. But I can't take threats like this lightly. I'm like, bro, you know me. I'm never going to lie about something I did. If I did it, you know I'm going to say I did it. We've been through this a lot of times, right? Because I ain't never lied on nothing that was said. If he always asked me something that I did, I always told the truth about it. It took my punishment like a G, because I'm just like that. And so he just goes, well, I can't believe you, and something stupid like that, right? And so I was like, man, that's dumb. I didn't do it. And he goes, well, do you have anybody that could back you up, that could vouch for you? And YouTube, this entire conversation, YouTube, I only made one mistake. And that mistake is coming up right now. But that mistake is what really cost me. The mistake I made is what sealed my ISS. So stay tuned for that. Pay attention now. Pay attention now. So, what the mistake I made was, he asked me, was there anybody that could vouch for you? And I was like, yeah. So I gave him the names of the people that I was hanging out in gym. And he goes, alright, I'm going to go ask them. And he said that I had to stay there because, I don't know, he gave me some stupid reason. I don't think he had a reason. He just said that he was going to go talk to them private. And I was like, that's cool, go ahead. And so, like, he comes back and he tells me a bald-faced lie that I couldn't prove wrong. So I had to take it. He came back and he told me, everybody whose name you gave me told me that you were indeed trying to have somebody jumped. And that made me mad because I knew he was lying. Because the people that I hang out with, they tight. They won't never cry. They won't never snitch. Even if I actually was attempting to have somebody jumped, which I wasn't, they wouldn't have said nothing. Like, it probably been like one thing. He's like, well, one person said this. I'm not gonna tell you. That'd been one thing. But he said all of them did. That's how I knew he was lying. Because I don't hang out with no fake people, right? I only hang out with the real people. People that are going to hold their tongue when they need to hold their tongue. I'm pretty sure that YouTube, get y'all friends like that, bro. Choose y'all friends wisely. Because y'all got to figure out who's your friend, who's not your friend. I'm just going to say that right now for anybody that's watching. Because some people will really just use you. You got to know who's there for you. Saying that right now. And these people that I was hanging out with, I was talking about like that, I know that they was there for me. So I never hang out with nobody fake like that, and I never had no conversations like that with nobody that I ain't trust. And so I knew he was lying, but it wasn't no way I could prove it wrong. I mean, my rep in the school, I was a bad kid. So, wasn't about to just be like, well, office, I think he's lying. Well, the office is just going to be like, well, he is a principal. You're a student that's in trouble. Of course, you're going to try to make something up to get out of trouble. It was so, I just didn't even bother with it. I just gave up. I was like, all right, bro, whatever, bro. I ain't do it. But what I got to do? How long I gotta be in there, right? And he tells me I gotta be in there for about 3 weeks for attempting to have somebody jumped. And I was like, I in my mind, I was like, that's so stupid because I didn't do it. But out loud, I was just like, all right, bro, whatever, I'll eat that, right? And so he writes me down for 3 weeks, and we were walking down to the ISS room, and like I said, I was a bad kid, so I hung out in ISS a lot. which means I knew the schedule by heart. I don't know by heart no more, this was years ago, but I knew that schedule by heart, and I had to use the bathroom YouTube. And I looked up at the clock, and I saw that they just went on their bathroom break 5 minutes ago. And so I was like, hey, we're passing by the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom. They've already gone on the bathroom break. Can I go real quick, right? And he was like, no. And so I was like, huh? Look, we passing by it, bro. She's not gonna let me go. They've already went on the bathroom break. He was like, well, when we get there, you can ask her. I'm like, bro, she's not gonna let me go. They already went on their bathroom break. And he says to me, YouTube, he goes, that's not my problem. Wait, YouTube, man. That made me so mad. And so I looked at him, I go, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and you can't stop me from using the bathroom. And so, YouTube, this dude, Mr. H, bro, he blocked the bathroom door. This man-child was blocking the bathroom door. And so I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? This is being childish, right? You might as well just let me use the bathroom, or we here. And he just looks at me, he's like, you're not going to use it. So I'm like, bro, we can do this the easy way, where you just let me in to use the bathroom, or we can do this the hard way, because I'm going to use the bathroom regardless, right? And so when I said that, he just looked at me, right? I don't know what he was thinking I was going to do. He probably thought I was probably trying to rush my way past him. But I'm not dumb, YouTube. I'm not stupid. So I looked up at him. I'm like, you gonna let me go? He doesn't move out the way. I say, I bet. So I take off my binder. I put it on the floor. I stick my foot in the ground. And I turn around and I dart the other way. I ran straight across the entire school to the other bathroom. And a few minutes later, you know who came walking in there, walking into that bathroom, holding my binder? Mr. H. And so I was sitting out using the bathroom. I started laughing. I was like, see, I told you I was going to use the bathroom regardless. And he didn't say not a single word. The look on his face was just pure outsmarted, pure outclassed. He really thought he was doing something standing in front of that door. I tried to let him know he wasn't, though. But hey, you can't say more. I had to do him like that. And so, you know, I'm taking my time at this point, because he wasted my time, so I'm about to waste his, right? So I'm using the bathroom, taking my time using the bathroom. I get it done. I slowly walk over to the sinks. I slowly put soap in my hands. I slowly rub my hands together, making sure to get in between every single crack, cleaning out my fingernails. You know, I'm doing everything. Hit the water. I start washing my hands off. But I'm washing them off slowly. I get done washing my hands. I did it like about 3 times. And I walk over there, I got some napkins. I slowly start, drying off my hands. Making sure to get deep in there. My hands got a deep tissue massage. That's how I was taking my time washing my hands. So I walk over to him. I'm like, all right, we can go now. See, it's not the other way around. He wasn't telling me, now let's go. I was telling him, we may go now. And so when I say that, he gets off the wall he was laying on, and he starts walking over to the ISS room, and I'm just following him. And he didn't say not a single word that entire walk back over there. I'm telling you, I don't know what was going through his brain, but he just looked, I don't know if he looked mad, sad, or defeated. Here's what I do know. I got to use the bathroom. Nothing he can do about it. And I shouldn't even be going to ISS no way. I ain't do nothing. So I ain't even care. I mean, I could be in the wrong. YouTube, comment down and tell me if I'm in the wrong or not. Personally, I don't feel like I am, but because I shouldn't have even been in ISS in the first place. I ain't doing that. But yeah, we get to the ISS room. I go and sit down in my seat because I have my own personalized seat in the ISS room. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, YouTube. That's how bad I was. I would just show up there. She would be just surprised. She wouldn't even be surprised to see me. Get this video to like 10 likes, and I'll tell you about the story about when I just showed up ISS randomly, and she said she wanted to kick me. That's a whole nother story, though. Completely another story. So get this video to 10 likes. and I'll tell it. As a matter of fact, no, get to 5 likes actually. Get to 5 likes and I'll tell it. And so like I get down, I sit down. He walks over to the ISS teacher. He just tells her something. I don't know what he told her. He was whispering. I pull out my paper and I start the routine of writing down the school rules that you're supposed to do in ISS when you first get there. And yeah, that was I ate my 3 weeks. They were pretty fun. If you guys want to hear some stories about some stuff that we did in ISS, I mean, they won't be the long stories, but you know, I don't mind telling y'all. Then comment down. Let me know y'all want to see some stuff about ISS. And yeah, that's the end of that story. You know, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment. You know, comment ISS, comment that y'all want to hear stories about my ISS. Just leave any sort of comment. Whatever comes to your brain, just comment it. It'll help me get recommended and stuff, you know. Help your boy out. Leave a like, leave a comment, you know, do those both. And of course, YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, you might as well hit that bell and turn on post notifications so you never miss another crazy video. My videos are only gonna get funnier and funnier and funnier, YouTube. So y'all don't want to miss out on that. Nobody wants to miss out on a good laugh. So yeah. With that, you know, I love y'all. Share this video. Like, comment, share. You know, do everything, YouTube. If you do all that, you just cool. If you do none of it, then you just a lame. Don't make the rules. I just follow them. Peace out.